Well, hello, this is Gmodism, total nerdy channel. I'm totally super stressed and I have so much to do. I need to write papers, prepare for some stuff I need to do here at university, and I've generally a lot of do right now. It's really hard for me to start on projects I don't want to do, but I have to do. That's one of my biggest personal or personality problems, I guess I should work on. So now you know that, but it's just so hard to start for me on really big projects that takes a long time that I don't want to do. If there is something I like, I'm motivated to, it's super easy, but if it's something I don't really want to do, it's just impossible for me to get started. So of course I have been playing some StarMade when I actually just should have worked on my programming or stuff like that. Not the best, not the best student always, but hey, I will try to work on it. But I just wanted to make some videos, some showcase videos. This one today and the other one I will release tomorrow, which basically goes through what I have been making in StarMade lately, because I thought, if you're subscribed to this channel, whoops, oh god, my internet socket, never mind, I should stop touching things that I should call that internet socket, never mind, I figured you probably want to see what I've been up to. If not, tell me. Anyways, I will just show you this today. I will show you the Rotary builds I've built, and also a build that Atraunam, I'm sure you know her from making pretty cool mechs and some ships as well. Skill builder sent me a little prototype because she got inspired from my Rotary missile systems. So I show that off as well, but the other designs are, as usual, GI stuff. And tomorrow I will be showing off templates. Of course I will record them the same day because, I need to do the other stuff as well. But anyways, this is a curious little piece. This is a pastable. This is a pastable gun. And this gun is actually pretty simple, but it's nice to have a thing you can just place down, so it's a compact gun. The thing with this gun isn't that it has a cool pattern, it's actually that it has 1, 2, 3, 4 outputs, and it has, in that, 8 outputs. This is because the maximum speed, if I just do like this, the maximum speed is set of the gun in StarMade, so you can't make a gun faster. You can use some really weird logic to try and time guns, but it doesn't work really good, unfortunately. So this is the best solution I come up with, and I must say it works really well. I was really surprised how well this setup actually works, but it's super. What we do, because from all the outputs the gun fires at the exact same time. I'm doing weird hand gestures which you can't see, but that means it fires from there, there, there and there at the same time, and this makes an illusion, or it doesn't make an illusion. When we fire one time, we actually fire 4 shots set in a row, which make it appear much, or it's actually, in terms of impacted bullets, it is 4 times as fast as, the regular gun. Because these are separated, we have 4 bullets fired at each time the gun is reloaded, which means that this burst is traveling through the space in a single unit, and this makes it actually, in effect, be faster, 4 times faster than the maximum firing rate. That's the plan anyways. So if you can see, you can probably see there is a lot of more shots here. And this makes extra clear when we do like this. You see? You can see them separated like this when we fire. Maybe it's a bit hard to see, but if you check carefully, you can see there are like 4 separated shots, which basically makes this a very high firing gun. This is just a downloadable template basically, but you know. So you could say in one way, let's see if I can get close to the shots here, you can see them. It's basically like a burst cannon, sort of. Let's see here. You can see. You fire one round, they just come in a little row there, and if we just spam them, there is a lot of shots. Of course it's not a huge gun, but it almost looks like a continuous fire, which is super cool. And I'm gonna show you some of the damage this does. Just unfocused fire like this, not huge, but kind of decent. Focused fire, we can see that of course all the shots don't do much damage themselves, but because there are so many and we deplete our energy pretty fast, they actually deal a pretty good amount of damage. And this system is only 260 in size, but it can eat through hull pretty quickly. So I'm guessing this super high fire rate has some kind of effect. That was the plan anyways. I think it's super cool. If it's actually worse than just a regular cannon, you know, I don't care because it's cool. It's cool. It just feels like... Basically, it feels better to spew a lot of bullets because you can. Anyways, I think that's enough of the GI Sunder. You can download it if you don't want to make your own. It's of course super easy to make, but you know, I like making downloadables because, you know, we have this little concept, you know, Gmodism Industries, you know. You know, we don't have a registered we don't have a registered company yet, but it's basically, you know, space brand. That's the thing, you know. Gmodism Industries, you know, making, you know, like a car brand or something, you know. Anyways, this is of course a very conceptualized entity. The guns are offset. I just wanted to keep the computers exposed for this thing. This is a 8-shot revolver system. What it does, it fires around and then it reloads. I'm just gonna like this. Come on, please, StarMade, give us sound. But anyways, what it does is that it fires, bam, and then it rotates. So it's basically artillery. And of course this is not meant for use with these small cannons. Actually it's meant to use with artillery cannons, but I didn't really dare, you know, do another type of, you know, I didn't really dare set it up another way because I heard one system of weapons is disappearing in the future, and I fear that pulse, and that means we don't have artillery cannons. I guess that will be replaced somehow, but you know, StarMade has been pretty silent the past month, so you know, they had a live stream, but fortunately I couldn't watch it because it was too late here in Japan. But yeah, so I don't know, you know, where they are or how they're doing in the development, but I guess we'll see, you know, some updates soon, I hope. Anyways, quality is what it matters, so I'd rather wait for a really nice update than get a half-finished one that doesn't really work. Of course, this has a very low damage. The artillery system has a problem. You can see the logic setup requires a little space, but it's also meant to be very sturdy. But yeah, I'll probably make a pasteable version of this so you can make the barrel yourself in the future, but you know. Anyways, the problem with this thing is that you can spam through the shots faster, like this. Just go around in a circle, and then it stops working if you spam it. So I don't know, I probably want to make it faster somehow. Now let's move on. This is some pretty cool stuff, I must say. Whoops. This is my minigun, basically. This uses cannon. You know, I try to make it fire the cannon as fast as possible with setting up double things to it, but we can't make it faster. We can't make it fire continuously, which is very annoying. But anyways, these small blocks here are connected up to wireless, and then we have the actual shots fired from here, and they're set up in the manner of following offset places. So you can see all of them are firing from different points in space, which means that it has a similar effect to the Sunder paste gun I showed you earlier. It also has some fancy lights blinking when we have it on and off. But yeah, I want to make another version of it, of course, because I realized we don't have a center portion, which miniguns and Gatling guns usually have. So that's something I want for future designs. But and also this front here, I don't really know how to solve it. Sauber also told me that this doesn't look the best, and I agree, but I don't know how to make it else. Do you have any suggestions? Please tell me. Anyways, let us show it off. Just activate any of these things here. Did you see that? The acceleration was actually gradual. Now I don't know why it's not smooth. It was smooth before. Maybe it's my 500 ping, can't tell. It actually deals some pretty good damage for being a small system. Of course we have, you know, it looks like it fires a lot of bullets, you know. It has this interesting pattern though when it fires. But maybe, I don't know if you catched it or not, but we have this, you know, this logic is so big because we actually have a acceleration and deceleration sequence. I'm not sure if you can catch it or not, but let's try. No, okay, not that time. But here, it's supposed to accelerate in 3 steps, and it has a 2-second delay before starting, yeah, a 2-second delay before it starts firing. Yeah, there we go. So it's, you know, 2-second delay, I mean, before it starts fire when you turn it on. So it's either on or off, it's not very advanced. But it has this 3-scale, 3-step acceleration and deceleration that usually works. Oh, come on. It's so annoying. It doesn't always work. Okay, now. No, I just want to show it to people, damn it. Okay, maybe I need to have them flushed out or something, okay. Okay, I just give up, damn it. Ah, okay, whatever. It usually works sometimes. That's reliable. Anyways, when we are talking about the minigun, let's show what Atra Unam has been making. Now, this is a pretty crazy system. I like it a lot. It's really fun. I wouldn't think of doing this myself, but what she's done is she's docked another entity of 4 onto this, so you can have this nice angle, because otherwise, of course, this angle would be impossible. But to achieve this angle, she has docked another entity onto it and basically, you know, merged them together somehow. Or I know how, but you know, it's pretty fun anyways. And you can turn it on or off, and it's pretty cool. Let's just turn it on. And you can see we have it's faster. It's you know, it's of course it's only on or off, but it's really fast. So it's really fun. you know, I'd love to build a ship with this in the future. Of course, a slightly bigger system, because this one block missiles, should we say it as they don't deal huge amounts of damage, even if they look cool. But I mean, have a big Gatling missile launcher on the ship, you know. Problem when we have some new systems, I'll probably ask her if I can take this design she gave me and make a ship out of it sometime. It's just, I think it's pretty cool. Oh well. And you know, the logic looks complex, but when you try to make a system like this yourself, it's not that hard. Now, of course, I can't really see how the things are connected up just by looking at it, because yeah, there we have the flip-flops. Okay, yeah, so I guess people have different ways of wiring things up, and you know, it works, it's cool. But there is something here. There's 4 flip-flops, which is weird because there are 8 systems. This means that this is made in another way than interesting. Anyways, it's a cool setup. It's a cool gun. This could be made with other types of guns as well. Of course, you'd have to match the reload time, but let's see here. Okay, that one. Okay, let's see here. One. Yeah, maybe a light sniper rifle, like a heavy cannon. If we have a small support by beam, we can make it a bit longer range, but still kind of decently around the same reload speed. We could basically have a Gatling long-range cannon, would be pretty cool. Anyways, last up for today, for today's stress release episode of me thinking of other things than my examination slash papers and stuff like that I need to do. You know. Oh, but I'm not envious on my friend, because he is taking his double was it double master, I think, and he has to write this huge report. It seems really, or graduation thesis, and you can't just write it. These teachers need to say if it's good or not, and if it's not good enough, you just have to, you know, redo it. You know, tough life, sucks. This report is not okay, redo, kind of. So, you know, that I'm not envious of. So, you know, other people have it worse. But I still need to concentrate on that. But I'm sure you don't want to hear anything more about that, so I'm gonna show you this last little thing. This is, what is it called now? Rotary missile system something. Oh yeah, 4-shot fast shooting rotary missile system Mark 1. I set a nice weird code on it so I wouldn't need to remember what it's called, and then I forgot it, which is a problem. Anyhow, this fun thing, it's pretty fun because what it does, it does fire 4 missiles per shot, but it looks like one. It's to evade some AMS systems basically. But you click once and it shoots 4, you know, it rotates, it shoots 4 missiles, rotates 4 again, rotates 4 again. And you can see the damage is not huge, but it does damage. Oh, let's see here. Where am I? The thing with it is that it looks cool. Bang, bang. It also has fast rotation, and you know, I made this before I received Atronam's version, and I have to admit, her her setup is cooler than this one, but I still made it. Yeah, I made it before, so you know. It only fires 4 shots, but the thought I had with this was that a small ship equipped with this system, especially in the future when the guns only take energy on reloading, would basically have this missiles, and I thought also that maybe not making them fast shooting missiles, but actually make them, you know, basically nukes, like really heavy missiles. That's the future of this thing. So like maybe even the beam missiles, so they're extra fast. But you know, I want to wait for the weapon update. So I just made this version as kind of a test version, because you know these reload fast, so you can basically use it how often you want. You know, just want to wait for like a few seconds, okay, a little bit more, and then you can fire again. Bang, bang, bang. And it's pretty fun. But anyways, in the future this would have heavy missiles, so a smaller ship would have one of these and basically fly close to a bigger enemy, just, you know, fire this, you know, 4 heavy missiles and then just evade the target and fly home to base, which I thought would be pretty cool. But yeah, that was the plan. Oh, there is one other thing I just need to show you as well. It's an older system, but I was experimenting at getting things higher than the game top speed by using a series of oh right, I need to upload it, by using basically a series of launch modules. And this launching modules, or no, not launching modules, what am I even talking about? Shootout rails they're called. If I'd use shootout rails in series, would I be able to make a projectile go faster than, you know, just the top speed on release? Unfortunately, I didn't have success at this. It seems that it goes the same speed as usual, so it's an absolute fail on that part. And even though this is not really a finished system in any way, I created a pretty fun thing. Oh god, oh no. Yes, I created a pretty fun thing. I basically created the ultimate fister. No, I mean, of course, a puncher. This thing, you know, if I release this just go the normal shootout speed. Unfortunately, it didn't go faster, so that's why it's not a shootout unit. But it's pretty funny in the aspect that whoops. Okay, let's just like it punches pretty fast. It's not a releasing system, it just punches, because it reverts itself before it releases it. So let me just fire, let me see here, let me just test it in space once. So this is what it does. Bam! So it turns everything into shootout rails and then turns them back before they're released. So you have a pretty fast strike, basically coming from nowhere. And I imagine this would be a pretty fun thing to mount on, you know, basically on a ramming place on a ship. So when you get close, this would release and just punch the enemy ship. It works a bit similar like the missile. Somebody made a torpedo, I can't remember the name, but it was a moderator involved in some dispute. Attracted a lot of attention, but it's a great, nevertheless, that moderator may, I think, absolutely, according to the proof, seem to have done some not very good things, and basically not being suited as being a moderator, but he is a very good rail builder, and he built a rail and logic builder, and he built a pretty cool torpedo that basically shoots a warhead pack into the enemy when it gets close. So it would be similar to that system. So if I mount this in the front of a ship, you know, in a bigger warhead unit, and then it would basically, you know, when you get into ramming distance, it would just punch and being very evil. Anyways, I'm sure you want to see it work. Let's see if we crash the game. We didn't. And you can see it just goes straight through. This is something that's very weird. Ah, yes. We seem to hurt inside the ship, so we don't actually hurt, you know, the surface. It's very weird. And you can even do like this. You can... Oh god, no! Oh yeah, we messed up. But it usually works, yeah. So I had a little test when I just went on a server. Oh god, we made it go away. Okay, let's try to ride with it a little bit here. Let's see here, where did it hurt? Okay, this part, I guess. No, that's wrong. I don't know where is the... Is it this part? Yeah, probably. It's unconnected. It has a very weird damaging pattern, and you can basically hurt things from the inside. If you spam it, you know, basically. It's like a pipe cleaner or something, and just clean the systems from the inside. I don't know. Anyways, let's not dwell too much on that. But that was today's episode of Gmodism escapism.com. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed them. Of course, you can download all of this system if you like, except other nuns stuff. But the other things are available. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little episode. This is Gmodism Total Nerdy Channel. Signing out.